What it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. And I'm out here in Solomon's Island at a family event. We all out here. You're probably going to hear a lot of people talking and chattering in the back. So it is what it is. Like Mark Holmes said, you can do a video anywhere. It don't even matter, bruh. As we look at this weekend, Cowboys are 2-0, of course. We play the Miami Dolphins tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. Uh, this is my thing. Now, a lot of people are talking about, oh well, we look at the point spread right now. It's a 21-point spread, three touchdown lead point spread against the Miami Dolphins. Now, they're very much are capable of doing that, but I look at it like this: I don't like to count out any team, and the teams that are winless and don't have nothing to lose are the most dangerous ones to play against. I don't care what the roster looks like. I don't care how much they've given up, because when you look at the grand scheme of things, that everybody wants to see the Cowboys lose. Everybody. When you play against the Cowboys, everybody plays harder against the Cowboys. Think about it. Because people hate the Cowboys. People love to hate the Cowboys. And they look at the Cowboys like this. Um, oh, the Cowboys think they good. The Cowboys think they're America's team, blah, 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 blah. So everybody that plays them, they try to play their hardest to win because it's accolades. That's what it's all about. You always try to beat the team, even if, you would think that the Cowboys win the Super Bowl every year, the way that teams talk about us. But it is what it is. I look at it like this. You go into this game, and I know a lot of you guys hate Jason Garrett, and I'm not a big fan of him either. I agree with a lot of stuff y'all say, but one thing I can say good about Jason Garrett is that he keeps this team focused. And it's important to be focused against this Miami Dolphin team because, again, they don't have anything to lose. The Cowboys are riding high right now on undefeated 2-0. Whether the fact that we played two teams that aren't as good or not, but remember, the Redskins always play us hard, and you see that by the 10-point victory that we had against them. They very well could have played harder and got a W over us and snuck in there. One thing about the Cowboys that I want to say that I think the Cowboys have maybe 17 blowout wins against teams under Jason Garrett's tutelage. Thing about Jason Garrett is he's a very humble, very discreet, very conservative type of guy, type of coach, and I know that rubs a lot of fans the wrong way because you want to see him do a little bit more than that. You want to see him be the rah-rah. You don't want to see him clapping on the sidelines, and I agree fully with that. But the fact that he makes this team focus and the guys are able to go out there on a basis and be like, okay, I see that you guys are winning. I see that you guys are doing this and that, but do not go in here underestimating this team. They are an NFL team. We're not playing against a high school team. We're not playing against a college team. So this is what we're doing. This is what we are. We are going to win. We are going to play, and that's the way it goes. We are going to play our game. I think the Miami Dolphins, this could be a big running game. Ezekiel Elliott might have a big game. So those of you like me that have Ezekiel Elliott in fantasy, he might get a lot of running yards, and he's going to want to play regardless because, again, it's still regular season. So these starters want to get their stats because, again, every core player has bonuses in their contract, and this ain't preseason. So, we say all the time, the backups might play the whole game. No, because, again, there's 53 players on this roster. You're 47 when you count the inactives and this and that. So everybody can't sit on the bench. Somebody's got to play. And my whole thing is just play your game. And I agree with that part that Jason Garrett says. Keep the team focused. Don't go in here underestimate. Play your game. I mean, they're going to win regardless. When what I'm saying is play your game. Go in there and play hard. Don't make this a boring game. Don't keep. We have a tendency to, when we're up on a team, whether it's 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, whatever the case may be, we take our foot off the gas. I don't give a damn. I don't care about no mercy rules or nothing. You go in there, you kick that team's earth. You go in there, you win. You win. You play till the whistle blows. You play till that clock hit 0, period, at the end of the game. I don't care if it's 53-0 and there's still a whole nother quarter left. You keep scoring until the end of the game. That's just me. I don't care. You bury them. let them know that you are the superior team. Now, I kind of do feel sorry for a lot of Dolphins players because, especially the young ones that sign these big contracts, because they're stuck. I'm not a fan of these guys keep saying that, oh, I want to be released. I don't want to be with this team no longer, like Minka Fitzpatrick and things of that nature. Because when you're on a team, you get paid millions of dollars to play this game. Be a man, go out there and play your butt off, because again, every team goes through a rebuilding stage. Now, I understand that like the coaches, I don't know. Well, what I don't understand that they're doing over there is the fact that like, I mean, they're just trying to get draft picks, but you don't get rid of your young players. You're supposed to build your team around your young players. Now, getting rid of veterans, I understand, but young guys, you don't get rid of young guys. I mean, they now have like 5, I think, first round draft picks between 2020 draft and 21 draft. So that's crazy. That's unheard of. But you look at the Dolphins defense right now, their defense is just as bad as their offense. And you look at some of the talent they have on their team, and it doesn't make sense sometimes. But both of their offensive defense is 32nd, which is last place, 32nd in the league, both offense and defense. So there's no reason why the Cowboys ain't going to win this game. Now, for you Dolphins fans that might be watching this, shout out to y'all because, you know, to be a real fan, you have to love your team, win, lose, or draw. And I know it's probably difficult for you guys right now. And shout out to you guys that came in the comments on my last video and saying fins up. I appreciate that. Look, you know, like I said, I'm Dallas Cowboys all day, but I show respect and love for all the teams, other fans, because this is what it's about. Yes, we are not rivals, but we are against each other. But at the end of the day, we are all football fans, and this is what we do. We love the game of football. Now, what I will say is, and I know some of you guys, more than welcome, Dolphin fans, come in and chime in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about your team right now and some of the bright spots that you have left, because that's what you have right now. You look at the bright spots of your team and you build from that, and that's what you do. You don't give up on your team. You don't do that. Now, you guys have Taco Charlton now. You have our defensive end, which is funny because we swapped. We got Robert Quinn. They got Taco Charlton. Now, I heard that their coach said that Taco Charlton actually might play. Now, did he go in there and give away all of our defensive plans and schemes? Maybe. But I'm guaranteeing you, Rob Marinelli probably, when he left, it was like he knew that was going to happen. And I even knew it was happening. You saw me when I said that watch the Dolphins pick him up, and that's exactly what they did. But at the end of the day, if he does play, I'm not really worried too much at all. But I would say this. I see some of the Dolphin fans actually like Taco, so maybe a new scenery is good for him. Maybe he could play well over there, but I don't know. The Dolphins play a 3-4 defensive scheme. Taco, to me, is more of a 4-3 guy, but what are you going to make him a 3-4 outside linebacker that rushes the whole time? Because that's the only thing he can do. He doesn't have skills at dropping back in coverage. He's not going to be able to cover a tight end or a slot receiver. He's not going to be able to do that. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to, if they're going to play him, they're going to have to use him one way because he's a one-trick pony. And that's the reason why things didn't happen with him with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Dallas Cowboys don't normally get rid of first-round draft pick, but it is what it is. And like Chris Richard says, that's a part of the NFL process. It is what it goes. You evaluate your team, and if it don't work out, it don't work out. Now, in closing, I will say that Dallas Cowboys are definitely going to win this game. The Dolphins are giving up 196 yards rushing. That's an unheard of amount of points. Ezekiel Elliott might go off. Michael Gallup's out, but it's okay because we have the receivers that we have. They're going to play. They're going to get some good play time. It's going to be good for these younger players, these backup players to come in and get their time in. And that's what it's all about, y'all. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, as far as this game goes, you guys always like game predictions and this and that. I would say the Cowboys score at least 35 points. I would say maybe like 40-10. I will spot the Dolphins 10 because I know how Jason Garrett likes to play his team. He'll probably allow them to score the ball here and there. Josh Rosen might get a touchdown here and there. But again, I was only worried about Fitzpatrick because Fitzpatrick ain't got nothing to lose. Fitzpatrick is a guy that he's a proven vet, and we know he can throw that ball down the field. And he ain't worried that he'll throw an interception and not even care about it. He'll go right back in there and do it again. But Josh Rosen is a young guy. He still cares about his stats. He's still trying to figure himself out. And if he's auditioning for another team, possibly if it doesn't make it with the Dolphins, he wants to make sure that his stats are good. Now he's going to play a little careful. Now him playing a little careful. See, basically the Dolphins did the Cowboys a favor by playing Rosen over Fitzpatrick because we actually respect and worry more about Fitzpatrick than we would Rosen. Although both of their stats are trash this year, you still worry more about Fitzpatrick than you do Rosen. But either way, I look at it like this. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's not really my biggest key. And like I said before, you cannot allow the Dolphins to creep into this game. You cannot take them lightly. They are still an NFL team. They are still capable of scoring. They are still capable of playing defense. We know that a lot of them, like I said, we know that a lot of players probably giving up, but at the same time, they still got something to prove as well. It's only 0-2. It's only week 3. There's still time for redemption for any team in this league right now. This is not a situation where you're at a point in the season where it's not yet the point where you're not going to the playoffs. So if you play hard, you can still win and score. So you don't want to be embarrassed by a team that's 32nd in the league with everything by allowing them to creep back and beat you. So you got to go play your game. Don't go in there underestimating them and play just as hard as you did the Redskins and play just as hard as you did the Giants, and you're going to come out with the victory. 3-point spread, Vegas says, okay, I agree with that. But play your game. Play your game. In fact, Cowboy fans, I understand you guys are like, oh, the Dolphins suck. And yes, they're not playing well. I agree. But you also have to look at it like this. They are still an NFL team. They are still grown men. And they still are in the league for a reason. So don't let them come in here and beat you and mess around and beat you because you done played soft and underestimated them. So go in there, play your game, stay in your gaps, clog and contain, throw the ball downfield, run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard, play action because that's what Kellen Moore is doing a lot with Dak Prescott this year, and it's working. So stick with what you're doing. That's it, y'all. That's all. And enjoy the game tomorrow. It's not televised in our area, so I'll probably be at Lucky's with Mark tomorrow. I'm pretty sure we'll be live streaming and doing videos from there, and it's going to be lit as usual. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to roll out because family about to leave. Everybody about to get up out of here. But thank you. To all my subscribers, I appreciate you guys. And those of you that haven't subscribed yet, where you been at? Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe. It's your boy E2 Blue. Always keeping it real, y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great day.